we got our B block. What do we got dropping?
Yes.
The main meat and potatoes of the episode here.
Dun dun dun.
I don't know if I have a sound effect for that one.
Do we have a sound effect?
We'll checking, getting back to you. So what this is all about ad tech. So this episode today is really for people out there who are, if you're a small business owner or you work in a company in a marketing team and you're thinking about online advertising, there is a number of platforms that you can go create an account and do online advertising. And these are known as ad tech platforms. And they promise you 1,000 different ways that you can hyper target your audience to, in theory, maximize your ad spend or the dollars that you're putting into play. Okay. But, ad tech's place in the ecosystem of the online advertising world, how valuable really is it to you as the buyer? And then how about the people that own websites where these ads are appearing? So if you're listening right now and you own a website that gets a lot of traffic, you might be asking yourself, hey, this would be pretty cool if I could start making money by putting some banner ads on my website.
Makes sense.
So maybe I should, makes dollars and cents. Maybe I should sign up with one of these ad tech platforms and let them put ads on my website. But what's come out of this lately is a pretty groundbreaking study. And Geno, what did you learn from Forbes on this subject matter here?
Yeah, it's crazy. It came out today. Well, what they're basically finding is everything that you just said, that when you have a third party that you go to, and because maybe you just don't know how to place ads on your website, and this third party puts in an app or some kind of code.
Yeah, usually a piece of code. If you own the website, you decide where you want the code to reside. You could either put it at the top of the website, the bottom, the left, the right, and the ad tech company will provide you that code with the dimensions of how they're going to place the ads on your website. So they kind of serve it up to you in a perfect little package, and then you either install it yourself in the code or you have your developer install it in the code, and then they verify it, and then boom, next time you log into your website, you would start seeing these ads automatically start to appear in those zones where you place this code.
Right. It's all based on, I guess, the data and the cookies of all the users.
Right.
So what they're finding out is, like, these advertisers, is that if they don't go through these third parties, their revenue when investing back into advertising actually went up, as opposed to having these third parties do it for them, and they're only reaching about a few cents or so for every dollar that comes about. In fact, it states here in this site or on this story, Business Insider tested it out. They put $40,000 of investment into these third parties, and they only saw $97 of proceeds. And the Guardian found out that for every £1 they spent, 20 pence came back. So I guess pence is like cents.
Well, let's ask some of our listeners in the UK. Our listening audience in the UK has been going up lately, I noticed. Thanks to Anchor for providing those analytics.
Thank you, Anchor.
They're really fascinating. So essentially, what this article is challenging is how much value is there in these ad tech services claiming that because they offer hyper targeting and all this kind of different stuff. The thing is, when you log on to websites now, we've probably all experienced this. There's usually a thing that pops up that says, do you accept cookies tracking you on this website?
I get those all the time.
Right. We all do now. Mm-hmm. And that is a law. That's a required by global regulation law that was put into place. Okay. So all websites have to have that now. And you see it everywhere you go. And so most people click decline, that they don't want to be tracked anyways. So you own a really popular website. You sign up with one of these ad tech companies. They give you the code to put on your website to start serving you ads. the ad tech company connects with, let's say, Nike or some big brand, and that brand spends $40,000 to put ads on the internet, including on your website, and all you get out of it is maybe $97, right? Because the ad tech company is keeping the bulk of that money. So that's pretty unfair, right? You as the website owner who's generating all the content, getting all the visitors, you should be getting a lot more of that. Now, on the flip side of that, if I'm Nike and I paid $40,000 to have my ads go places, it's kind of telling that like my ad only appeared so many places because the ad tech company themselves like held on to most of the profits, I guess you could say, right? So what this article is basically suggesting is, you know, if you own a popular website, maybe consider, you know, just creating the banner ads yourself and just interacting with advertisers yourself, and then you can keep more of the profits.
They were saying that in an article, or in this article, that happened with Uber. And what they're stating is that no one was really clicking on the ads to add Uber. What they were doing was just going straight to the app for Uber and downloading it there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so those people were already knowing what Uber was, so they weren't even bother clicking on the ads.
That's right.
Wow, it's really fascinating.
So it's like, was it a waste or was it not a waste?
Right.
I mean, they went to the site or the app, right? So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to say that it was, you know, I think if you're a brand that already has some strong brand equity and people already know your name, I think you can be more selective about where you are choosing to place banner ads. Like you think of like DoorDash and Ubers, and you think of like brands like this, right? Even Apple computers and Amazons. They don't need to sign up with an ad tech program to have their ads auto played places because they already have such a household name recognition that they can just be much more selective. And so one perfect example I could probably give even for our own website, AdSemble.com, is that, you know, our website very specifically caters to the niche of out-of-home advertising and even more specifically digital out-of-home advertising. Okay, so if we were to sign up, and our website gets a lot of hits every single month, like thousands of hits every single month, tens of thousands of hits, in fact. If we were to sign up for one of these ad tech programs and install code on our website, they might start serving all kinds of different messages in our website. And that experience might not be that favorable because you have people, you know, we're trying to stay laser focused. So you have people coming to our website looking for information about outdoor advertising and billboards, and then they might see a banner ad for like ballet school. Now, that's the point that these ad tech companies tell you that they are looking at the dynamics of your website and keywords, and they're trying to understand what your website's about so that they only serve ads that are relevant to your website so that it makes sense. That's what they say.
Right.
But I've been on these websites too where I've seen completely non-relevant ads being displayed on people's websites. So now go back to my example. Theoretically, what we could do is take the exact same space where we were going to use one of these ad tech programs, and instead of making pennies a day for them to serve all these ads to our website, we could call people very specific to our industry and invite them to pay $25 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month to have a banner ad on our website, and we just directly make that interaction with that other entity. So what's interesting about that is that's where this article is saying that this the BBC of the Netherlands here did this experiment, and their ad revenues went up 79% year over year because they basically cut out the ad tech and they got rid of all this stuff, and they just did the ad. They just negotiated and sold the ads on their website all by themselves.
Yes. It also, you mentioned about big brands. I forgot to mention this part, but Chase Bank
Okay,
well, they also conducted this, and they went or did their own thing, and they went from 400,000 websites that they were on to cut it down to 5,000.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. And they saw profit. I don't know how much because it doesn't state, but
Sure.
yeah, they saw a profit. So, I guess by doing this third party, some companies, or they call them publishers in this article, actually saw loss in their company.
Explain that.
Well, I wish I actually explained it more in here, but I'm thinking like from a business standpoint, like, okay, you're paying all this money to generate another source of income, but you're finding out that most of that money actually goes towards the third party, and you're only getting like so much money back. That it's a small amount. Okay. It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I got you.
So if I'm spending $100, but I'm only getting like $1 back, well, that's not good ROI.
I totally understand. Yeah, and I think that's what we're talking about here on this particular episode is, for the people out there that if you're a marketing person in a bigger company, do your homework, do your research on which ad tech platform might make the most amount of sense for your company's brand, because you want to stretch your dollars. If you have $1,000 a month to spend on ads online, then you want to align yourself with the best ad tech platform that's going to get you the most for that $1,000.
Yeah.
So do your research, look what other people are saying about what they've got on their ROI, et cetera, et cetera. If you own a website, okay, and also to those marketers, don't be scared to call a company direct and be like, hey, would you ever be open to me just paying you $50 a month to have a banner ad on your website that promotes my product?
Why not? It makes sense.
People would do that.
Yeah.
People would do that. And if you own a website and it has a good amount of traffic coming to it every single day, every single month, and you're considering to selectively put some banner ads around your website, do your research. Compare what an ad tech product could do. Obviously the benefits of the ad tech product are it's turnkey. You basically install the code and you're done. They do everything else for you.
Yeah.
But
less headache.
It is less headache, but it's less money in your pocket too.
Right. So you get what you pay for.
So if you own a high traffic website, maybe take a shot at trying to negotiate with a few people in your vertical and say, listen, my website is about air conditioning and heating. You sell, I don't know, whatever a complementary product is, weather stripping. Okay? How about you pay me $25 a month or $50 a month, and I'll put a little logo for you on my website so that when anytime somebody does air conditioning and heating, they can also be turned on to possibly getting some new weather stripping from your company.
Yeah.
It's just that easy. And then all of a sudden you just went from just making pennies a month to making dollars a month. And that's how you can start leveling up. So that's really the question at hand, and take a deep dive on that. But yeah, we hope this, maybe we can put a link to this article in the show notes and people can read more about it.
That'd be great.